Hey guys, it's Amber. I'm here today to do a video, obviously, but something a little different than what I normally do, my DIYs and makeup. We are going to do nails today. So I thought it would be a good idea to do a real beginner's video, not like the other ones that show professionals doing it professionally and you just don't get it. And there's a lot of things that they leave out that could be very useful to you. Like, we're gonna start with number one, which it is number one, is your brush. If you do not have a professional brush, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna have success. If you go to Sally's and buy one, you're not gonna have success. Sorry, Sally's, love you, but your brushes are crap. Just to be honest. What you want, the brand I have is a Pana, P-A-N-A, and I got that off of Amazon. They also have them on Etsy. I did have a bad experience with Busy nails. I got a brush twice that just would not hold its shape and became a big fluff ball and would no longer work. It actually fell apart, one of them. So anyways, not to bash anybody, I didn't mean that. Just a little frustrated with them right now. So you want 100% Kolinsky brush. That's something that's never mentioned in any of the beginners videos. And these brushes have a black tip. You can see that this has a little bit darker of a tip. The blackness kind of goes away after a little bit, but it's still a little darker. And I would suggest anywhere from a 6 to a 10. I use a 10 because I was having problems picking up large beads. So if you have a problem with that, I would suggest a 10. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a professional, and I'm not a professional telling you which brush is best for you. I'm just telling you what works for me and has worked for me in the past. So, and if you can pick up large beads and you have no problems, but you want something a little smaller in your hands to deal with, you can go to an 8 or a 6. The average use is an 8. I've seen most professionals use an 8. So anyway, so what we're going to do today, let's get to the fun of it, is we're just going to use one of these. They're called color wheels. You know, they're really for like nail polish and designs and stuff, which we are going to do a little bit of. So we're going to use these. You can use a fake hand. The only reason I don't is it's so hard to get the fake nail off unless you buy a really expensive one that you could stick these long nails all the way into. Other than that, these go in a little bit like the ones I have, but you still have to put like at least a little bit of glue and pop that off, and it pulls some of the rubber off, and it's just not that easy. So I figured today, I didn't feel like going through all that. Or you can file them down, but you usually end up misfiling the shape of the finger, the nail bed, and all of that. So I figured we'd try doing these today. So right here I have my monomer, and that is by Mia Secret. This is also by Mia Secret, and this is their clear acrylic powder. And these two work really well together, and they work well separately. I've used it with the powder with a different monomer before, and it's worked pretty well. Usually you don't want to mix. So this little thing here is a little pump, and when you push it down, it shoots out monomer. I got it off of an acrylic kit that I ordered from Amazon. It was like a kit that's on like Etsy, and it's on Wish and all of that, and I just thought it would be fun, and it turned out to be pretty cool. And I got this and I use it now, and it helps with the smell because you only have a tiny bit there instead of the whole thing open. So we got our brush wet. We're going to wipe it just a little bit and then kind of let the brush tell you how much it can soak up. So I stick it in, hold it there for a second, pull it out. Now you're going to look and go, oh my god, it's covered with powder, I did a terrible job. If you just give it a couple little taps, you're good. So we're going to start on this one right here. And I like to start a little ways away from the cuticle. And see how that dropped? Brush your brush off. That way I can push this up to the cuticle, and you can get a little monomer if it's not sticking right. Make sure your sides are staying straight, and then push over to the other side. Again, making sure your side walls are straight. Now that's our first bead. I don't do a first, second, third method. I do as many beads as it takes. Usually that ends up being about 3, 4. So we're gonna wet our brush again. Nice and wet, like soak it. Brush a little off. Put it into there. 1, 2, 3. Pull it out. Tap, tap, tap if you need to. Sometimes it falls off on its own. And now here, I put this about halfway where the other one ended, and this one is going to be, you understand what I'm saying, the halfway where it ended, halfway up is where I'm putting the top of this bead, because we want to build an apex. So you want to just kind of, just like you did with the cuticle, push it forward and smooth it out. Now remember, this all does not have to be perfect, because we have drills or we have hand files. Not everybody has the same, and that's fine. Now see, I looked and I noticed that I wasn't getting all the way to the bottom of that. I don't know if you guys can see that. On that one, I wasn't, see how I'm not getting all the way to the edge? So that's okay. We're just gonna pick up about half the liquid. I only put my brush in half the amount. Dip it in real quick, pull it out, get a smaller bead, and fill this area in. We need another one. And you just gently push up on the, say, tip, because this is like a tip, but it's full. On the edge of it to make your sides even. And you can use this higher part here to push down on it more. To add more pressure. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so we gotta push down. We need a little more liquid. I only needed a small bead for over here so I can even this out. Excuse me, I have bad allergies that I have the sniffles. Now see, and what you want to do is look at it from different angles. And then you can tell more if it's, you know, closer to perfect or not. But you can see that we do have, we can tell this way better. We do have trying to get it so you guys can see it better. We do have a nice little arch going on here. So we're good with that. We have our apex. So now we just have this small amount here to fill in. I wish I had had like colored placemats or something to put underneath there so you guys could see better. So we got our bead. Oh, we got a little hair. Oh, sorry, I pulled out a screen there looking at it. And I do really apologize for the sniffling. I really don't mean, it's not meant, I don't mean for it to happen. Now see, this is something that a beginner is going to happen. And this is a little, let's see if I can, you see this right here? Sometimes they're going to get streaks. Now, I think this happens, oh, that's actually a bubble, not a streak. So that is going to happen sometimes. Now, if I had noticed it sooner, I would have popped it with the tip of my brush and then filled it in with some acrylic, but I didn't see it till now. But that's okay, because we're going to be putting nail polish over it, so we should be all right. So we're going to move on to our second one. And we're just going to be doing 2 today. So again, we start a little ways away from the cuticle. I'm going to make sure this time I get it all the way down that edge. See, and we learn from our mistakes, so it's okay if we make them. So I'm just patting this gently to work it into the place that I want it. And see how we have a little rise right here? Just pat it smooth, but we want that. Our next bead, remember, halfway up. And this is to help get our apex. Now I hear the other dog trying to get in. They're funny animals. And it looks like we need a little bit more for an apex, so we're gonna just pull a little more. Put that right on top, because even when you're practicing, you can say, oh, it's not a real finger anyway, you know, but then your practice isn't going to be as good. Because then you're going to be doing a client someday and be like, ah, it's just one finger. And then she's going to come back because that one finger broke on the night that she was supposed to go out with her husband, or, you know, whatever it may be. Alright, so we need one more bead. So this is how the 3 bead method really works. And believe me, it does take practice. Just because you watch this video, don't expect that, you know, you're gonna have it down perfect. And really, when you're doing the monomer, really, that's what I just kind of learned, was to let the brush tell me how much it could hold, you know, for how wet it was. And I know it sounds silly, but if you've done acrylic at all, then I'm sure you can kind of understand what I mean. Okay, so we have our 2 done. We're going to close our monomer. Actually, we're going to clean our brush out first. You want to clean your brush out, make sure, twist it, make sure it's not sticking anywhere. Make sure it's covered in monomer. Cap it, whatever it is that you do. I have a random cap that I use on mine, but, oh, we have hair sticking out. Oh, well. Alright. Set it aside. So what we're going to do, oh, we can set this stuff aside too. Is I have here, I have 2 color changing polishes. So I thought that would be kind of fun. Since we're doing 2, I figured we could do one and the other. And then I just got a bunch of, I don't know if you can see it, like crystals and stickers and stripe tape and all kinds of stuff over here. So we can actually get rid of this. And that way you can see things a little better. So, and again, here are our 2 nails. And you can see that they still have some bumps and stuff in them, and so we are going to file them. They're not perfect, but they're not bad, and they're easily fixable. So, alright, let me see. Alright, only one of them is done, so we're going to let it sit for a few more minutes. So yeah, so I have some sparkles. I have some more sparkles. I have different shapes of rhinestones. I have some big blue rhinestones. I also have some big silver rhinestones. And then I also have these that are stars and moons and teardrops. So, oh, and I have some silver striping tape as well. And, oh, and these like rose stickers. There you go, you can see them now. Alright, so I think the one is ready to file. So here I'm going to show you is my file, and it goes in forward and reverse. And then you just turn this dial up and you're ready to go. It also has a foot pedal. And I have on here, I have a carbide bit, and this one is the fine one. I have fine, medium, and coarse. So we're going to try the fine and see how that works because it was in there. And then if we need the coarse, we can go with the coarse. So what I usually do, especially on me, is pull it back. Ooh, this is not liking this plastic. And just pull it back in straight lines. Until you reach not the cuticle though. Makes a horrible noise with this plastic thing. You can do a little back and forth. Now be careful, because if you're on a patient, or a client I mean, if you're in one spot for too long, it's going to burn them, and the same on yourself. So we turn it around to do the cuticle, and I want you to see this and slowly go around. It keeps hitting the other one, that's what's making that noise. So this is how you would do it if you were doing it on a client. And see, I'm not perfect with this either, and that's what I wanted to show you guys so you knew how to use it. Because I've never seen it, you know, them showing how to use an e-file. Alright. Oh, that one's still soft. Okay, so it feels pretty good now. I'm going to turn this off. Dust everything off. Myself. And I thought I brought over a hand file, but I guess not. So, but this one's actually pretty good. So we're gonna do this one, the pink, I believe. I'm excited about the pink. And I do have bowls of water here, hot and cold, but I'm not sure if the hot one's still hot. So let's just hope it stays that way. The other one I put an ice cube in, so. And even with the polish, when you start, you want to start right before the cuticle and go in just like you do with your acrylic. Alright, and that'll have to dry for a little bit. Sorry guys that my allergies are terrible. I feel terrible that you guys have to listen to them. Okay, our second one is ready. Our second one feels pretty good, but we're gonna file it a little bit. So remember, on a client you want to go from side to side. And you're going to slip around a little like this when you first start doing it like I am. Like this is my first big drill. Before I had just a small handheld one. And that worked well for a while, and then it just, you know, kind of S the bed. Alright, so this one should be good. That didn't need much filing to begin with. Dust this off again. Alright, so now we can paint our green. Oh, I have to dust off this nail and stuff. Forgot that part. Actually, let's do one more coat of the pink real quick. Alright, so now we will do one on the green, or the blue, I don't know what you want to call this one. And I love how they still call these mood changing, like the rings that we had when we were kids, when they're really temperature changing. So what are we going to do on the pink? I know on the greenish blue, I think that's the, I'm not sure if it's the cool or the hot color because I have an air conditioner on next to me. So I'm not sure which colors. I think they're kind of in between right now. So I think maybe we'll do blue crystals, a couple, like 1, 2, 3, maybe we'll do cuticle and then up the middle with the blue crystals. Well, they're kind of large, so maybe we'll do something different with them, but we'll see. We can still do the blue crystals for that. And for the pink, maybe we'll do some of these roses and some of the around some of these other little differently shaped stars and things like that. So that sounds good to me. Alright, so let's do another coat on the green. Well, I guess we're calling it green now. And this one goes from pink to orange. So I wonder if it's, yeah, see, it doesn't say which one's hot or cold. I'm going to do another coat on this. So I guess we have green and pinkish orange now. Alright, so, oh, I guess one of those crystals just flew, oh my god, right over there. They actually, the blue looks really good on there. I think I'm going to keep it there. Well, I think I'm going to move it, but I think I'm going to keep it on here. Sorry, I'm not a spaz, but I had a fly or a bug on me or something. So I kind of like it like that, and then maybe we'll add one of these rose stickers. They're just hard when you have nails already to get off. Okay, I can't get these off, so we're gonna do something else. Maybe we'll put one of these stars up above. Here, and then maybe we'll get some scissors here. And we'll put some striping tape on it. So I also wanted to make this fun. I didn't want to make it all boring. And so if you guys can't see, I want to make sure you guys can really see this. If I can get it out of the light a little bit, like it's shining. There you go. So you see that so far, and at the tip we're gonna put some striping tape, silver. But I wanted to make it fun as well. And you know, that it really is as simple as that, doing the acrylic. It just takes time to get it positioned where you want it and where it needs to be. Scissors here. And we'll put one more piece on. Trying to figure out which side is the sticky side. Neither anymore now that I've rubbed my grubby fingers all over it. And get the scissors out again. And there we go. I want to keep this piece. That one, the pink, I think, came out beautiful. So, alright, I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' time, but I want to see the hot and cold. If I can get this stupid stripe tape off me. Well, they're both kind of cold, but let's see what happens when we stick it into the real cold. See what colors they turn, or if they stay the same. So that one turned really orange. Turned really orange. So I want to see what this other color looks like. So if you guys will wait with me for just one moment instead. Okay, I'm back. And I have hot water. There's no other way to do it then. And I'm sorry, I don't have like an app to make it. If anybody has any suggestions of apps for editing videos so that I can flip that time out, cut that time out, and I haven't found the right one yet. So if you have any, comment below, please, and make sure you like and subscribe. So we're gonna put this in the hot now. Oh, so it turned like a yellowish, the green did, and this turned to pink. So let's see, let's do this again. Oh, so that's the, like, it's not a blue color, it's like a green color. All right, and that's an orange color when it's cold. Wow. I could sit here and do this all day, but I won't. So guys, I hope that you've learned something and got a little bit better of a beginner's tutorial on acrylic, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.